obviously in this heat, I suppose you'd take 1-0, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, Lee. Yeah, I thought first half we were good. We got in some great positions. Our final ball was a little bit wanting at time, but still created some great opportunities in that. And I think Dan in particular, he'll be scratching his head about that one he missed in the 6-yard box. But no, I thought it was a good first half. Really should have gone in 2 or 3 up. And obviously what happened in the second half.
Big talking point really in the second half. Obviously Leckhand's got sent off for what he did, but do you feel maybe the opposition should have had a red card as well?
Well, if a referee's going on the standards that he set, which he seemed to be, penalising most little tugs or little tackles, or little what he thought were little infringements. I thought actually, Leckhand's one, I didn't get a great view of it, but I think he tried to kick the ball out from under the player's feet. And caught and made contact with the player, so the referee gave him a straight red. And I think their one was as clear cut as you're going to get. I think we'd run the ball. Richard got round the ferry, came in sort of foot up, studs up about 6 inches high, and I think he was lucky not to get a serious injury through that tackle.
You made quite a bold substitution there, because obviously we was down to 10 men, half hour-ish to go, and you pulled Bradshaw off and put Laddie on. So what do you see in Laddie?
Yeah, well, I think he's a good prospect. I watched him a couple of times in the 23s and that. He's got pace. He's quite strong. He's a youngster. I think he's 17 years old, and he's quite developed physically in terms of strength on the ball. He held the ball up a couple of times for us, give us some pace in there, and he actually had a couple of very good opportunities to score himself there in the second half.
Versatility is always key in the squad, and obviously Birchie slotted in at centre back, and Connor was there as a makeshift centre back as well. Are you pleased with both of them?
Very pleased, yeah. I think Birchie last few games, he's such a committed lad. He's got himself fit. He's decided that he's going to have a real go this year, and we're reaping the benefits of him. Hats off to him for his commitment to it, really. And what do you say about Connor? You play him at right back. He gives you a great performance. He's had to switch to centre half there when we was down to 10 men, and again, he's very brave, winning headers, winning tackles, and obviously a big part of our success today. And
Danny Leonard can't stop scoring or assisting at the moment, can he?
Well, Danny's got that quality, hasn't he? He's a handful for any defender. When he's on a run and that, he's very difficult to stop. And again in the first half, we had so many opportunities by getting the ball out to him and that, but we just didn't capitalise. Otherwise, this game could have been put to bed a lot earlier.
When you look at the second half, we had the 10 men, but we probably had the better chances. So, do you think 1-0 could have actually been 2 or 3-0?
Well, I think it could have been, even second half, forsaking that we missed the chances first half, even second half on the break, we had, as you say, the most clear-cut chances. We were under bombardment a lot of the time, and a lot of balls in the box. They've got a guy who's, a long throw specialist, put a lot of balls in there, and we defended that particularly well, got the ball away, and we caught them on the break.
Rich Hamill's probably not the most vocal captains, but he put in a hell of a shift today, didn't he?
Well, Richie did, and I think everybody did today. It was one hell of a shift. And I've just said to the lads there, doesn't matter what you do in football, you can play all the football in the world, but it comes down to commitment, bravery, willingness and desire to win a football match. And, I learned something today about my team. That we have got that, and that's what you're going to need. If you're going to have any success at all, you need abundance of that, and obviously you need the ability and the class to win football matches.
So over the course of the next, obviously we've got midweek games, we've got three more games in the next 10 days. So are you going to look to rotate a little bit and maybe give some other fringe players like Laddie an opportunity?
Absolutely, yeah. I think that's what it's all about for us now. We're going to run into a lot of fixtures now because obviously with the cup, we get through these cups and league games get called off. So no, we'll be looking to rotate and hopefully look at a couple of the youngsters as well and get them involved as we have done with Laddie. That's a great thing for the football club because these are products of our system. That system we started a few seasons back, and bearing the fruits now is all the hard work that the coaches put in is for me to see these players, and if they're ready for the first team, they'll be put in.
And then Briggs probably a couple of weeks away still.
I think so. Yeah, he's got an Achilles injury and they're notoriously hard to heal. So it could be a couple of weeks, it could be more. Hopefully, it won't be too bad, but we'll just have to monitor that week by week.
Just going off the first team for the minute, so the ladies make their first competitive game at Home Park tomorrow. So will you be one who'll be going there to cheer them on?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's great. You know, we've got a ladies' team. It's ladies' football's really taken off in the UK now, and as we know, due to the World Cup, has generated extra interest. So yeah, I'll be pleased to come along and have a look at them.
Brilliant. Thanks, Ernie.
Cheers, Lee.